2 away games, well, 3 away games in the next 4 at Burnley, Watford and West Ham, and they also have to play Wolves, who, as you've heard tonight, the boys have been very impressed with, certainly against Manchester City. And having seen him make 6 changes tonight, Gary, what does he do next?
I don't think you'll see Jose Mourinho make the same level of changes again, because I think there are 2 or 3 players tonight that were always going to come back in. What I would say is when you're losing games, every game looks tougher. So you're looking at Burnley on Sunday, even though they've had a really bad start to the season for their standards, and you think it's going to be really tough for United. That with Tottenham, you're looking at those similar games and thinking they should be OK because they've got the belief after tonight, and that's just what football does to you. And the only people who can turn that round are those United players in that dressing room. It's a massive game that they've got against Burnley, and difficult game, but one that obviously more than capable of winning. What I would say is, I want to stress something that I said earlier. There was nothing to like about the Brighton performance. There were things tonight that were a lot different than that Brighton performance, which was poor in every single way. There were chances tonight. United should have scored 1 or 2 goals tonight minimum. They should. They had big chances to
certainly
score
in that
goals.
first half.
They should have done. They should have. So that game tonight, probably 3-2. You could argue 3-3. You know, it wouldn't have been ridiculous for it to have been that. United have missed big chances tonight, but there was a level of intensity and desire in the team and urgency. Urgency was the big word. There was an urgency about United tonight. That wasn't there at Brighton.
Who's going to play in central defence for Manchester United at Burnley? Up against Chris Wood.
Well, Lindelof's gone from #1 choice in the back 2 to not being able to get in the back 3. So that tells you that Jose Mourinho is of the opinion that he hasn't got faith in those centre-backs. He can't have.
Sounds like no Jones.
No, listen...
Last man standing?
Yeah, whoever's
injured
we still don't know.
Listen, they're not good enough. They're not. And, I mean, Gary said that back 4 can't win the league, can't. And the centre-back still had a good defensive record last season. Who'll play there? It'll be a tough game for whoever plays there because, as I said, I've just said before that I don't think Mourinho will be the manager next season. Well, if he's not on next summer, what's the first thing a new manager's going to do? He's going to spend big on a centre-back. Now, Mourinho can't complain as much as if a new manager came in because he has spent 60 million on 2 centre-backs and got 2 England internationals there to start with. But I think United going forward, I think that's the first area that you look at because they have got some big names that, you know, going forward. But Burnley away, it does look a tough game.
If you look at those 3 goals that Manchester United conceded tonight, obviously Phil Jones got done on the header from Harry Kane on the first. The second, Smalling stepped up and left Herrera, who's then made the mistake for the second. And the third, Chris Smalling's got skipped past for Mara. So there isn't even a building, there isn't even one of them that's come out of the game tonight where you can say, well, at least he's done OK, and you can take that into... They're all coming off the back of mistakes, individual mistakes, and that's a real problem. You know, we all make mistakes in our career, but when you're all making mistakes, then that's a real issue because then none of you got confidence. So they've really got to sort this out quickly in terms of how they gain a confidence in defending again, because even David De Gea doesn't look himself. You know, he looks like he's a little bit more sort of shaky than he has been previously, and he's still probably one of the best, well, he's the best goalkeeper in the world for me. So it's not right at the back. I mean, Luke Shaw was a positive tonight. Antonio Valento's first game back, but the defending in the centre of defence really does look...
Problems.